Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just wanna see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on the mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till it leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Minutes on the plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? It's just the way I feel. Mom's been wasting so long. It's just the way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm living on restless. I said, Lord, can you help me? I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me?
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Blowing up. We in it, we gonna. Blowing up. Steady like my persona. Blowing up. Living up what's honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Hard Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up out my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. Yeah, all this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the bang. Yeah, water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin', feel the blue. You know that, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, you driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, but your shit, it just be rented. Yeah, but that is none of my business. Ay, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like getting the same. Yeah, yeah, she know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain, on my diamonds rock hard. Turned the way up, I ain't getting tired. And if you wanna race, then we gonna ride. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what the feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love, no matter where. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big debate in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. I feel with you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a ray of light.
You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Bengals going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he motions the wide receiver. They go with Cunningham. Able to push his way through. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 59 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Denver getting set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cunningham. And he's got room. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2nd down following the run. Play action. Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run with Cunningham. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Okay, Brandon, work with me here. Let's analyze this situation. A touchdown here, that could be the knockout blow in the second quarter. But if they go for it and don't get it, that could bring life to the other sideline.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Blair Brown able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, the confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Here's Cunningham. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Ryan steps under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Oh, and now he bolts. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now.
Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Then the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Slot man moves right. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mixon looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Ryan. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down.
Come on, let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Ryan is going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Flushed out right. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Flex round! Flex round! We got 4. Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Charles, you think back to some of the great...
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, "Nah, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going high.